How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. It's been a while since I've opened any Star Wars CCG cards from 1995, so I think we're going to do some of that today. I'm going to limit it to just this for today, because these cards, there's a lot of them out there, but the sealed stuff is getting limited. I've been sitting on two of these for a bit of time, and I do want to open them up. We're going to free the Fett Man, right? So I just wanted to take you all alongside with me for this journey. So without any further ado, let's get into it, right? Be very careful because I do want that card there. Not entirely sure if this is picking up any of that sound, but put that over there for the time being. We'll get rid of Mr. Sheffield. And yeah, let's open this. I picked this up on an online marketplace. It got sent to me along with its brother, Darth Vader one, all the way from jolly old England. So, you know, I really like these cards. When I first saw one of these, it was at a GameStop, and, you know, character with weapon built in, you know, it almost has no downside. The Boba Fett is missing all the accoutrements of the Mandalorian armor, like the immunity to attrition and the land speed thing, but I'll allow it because this is still a good card, right? We'll put him right over there. Okay, and here we're gonna open up 4 Premier Unlimited, unfortunately unlimited packs. Ah, God. When I was a kid, I didn't see any of these. I would have killed for any of these. Premier, for whatever reason, we barely saw. Local card game stores, their suppliers couldn't get them, right? So we just were kind of like SOL, right? These are printed in Belgium, I believe. Check that out, printed in Belgium by Cardamundi. Whew! I don't know where the rare is. So this first one will be where we find out where the rare is. I believe it's 1 rare, 2 uncommons of each color, and the rest are commons. So I don't think that's the rare. I hope it's not the rare. Alderaan. Just flip this over, and we'll use this as... Okay, so I'm assuming that this is the rare. I'm assuming that's the rare, which means we'll put the rest of these to the back, right? These are wildly miscut, by the way. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy. I have a miscut Rhodian that's showing off the white border. Wow. Those are wildly miscut. We'll put those to the back. Let's experience this together. We're doomed. Are we doomed? I hope not. You would think that after something like 2020, we'd be a little bit more optimistic, right? Combined attack. I used to think that was a good card. I used to think that was a good card because my friend had Star Destroyers, right? And Star Destroyers were just like, woof! You know, but if you had 2 X-Wings with proton torpedoes on each of them, goodbye, right? Rebel Barrier. Is that a good card? Yavin 4. Okay. That's what, 5 commons? Alright. Yeah, 5 of each color uncommons. Yeah. Jinlin Waste. Tusken Raider land. Location. Imperial Code Cylinder. Okay. And these are probably the uncommons, right? So this is the... No. Okay, so Alderaan is our first light side uncommon. Hey, Figrin Dawn. I used to love this guy. Figrin Dawn in the modal nodes. It was a great way to kind of get cards back from your lost pile back in the day. Oh, look at that miscut. Oh my. Oh, that fills me with tingles. Back in the day, they didn't really, they just went out. It's just whatever. Miscut, whatever. We're fine. But wow, look at that. Evacuate, what's that do? Save all characters. Ugh, unless Tarkin aboard. But Tarkin, we love Tarkin. Hey, a Bantha. That's an uncommon. Here's the rare. Woo! Bantha droid. These are actually kind of good. These are actually kind of good. If you're just like playing with like a bunch of starfighters, right? Especially just like those nameless starfighters, a bunch of X-wings or Y-wings up in any system, and then you just have a Bantha droid. It's just like, all right, you know, it invalidates those really lowly Destiny draws, because it always sucked to lose something. It always felt bad to lose something to a Destiny draw of 1, right? It's just like, if only I had a little bit of immunity to attrition, and the Bantha droid does that for all of your starfighters, right? And back in Premiere, that's all you had. You had starfighters. There were Corellian Corvettes. Actually, Corellian Corvettes are not bad. Cost to power ratio plus it's all on one card for deploy. All right, so those are the uncommon. There's another wildly miscut uncommon, and then there we go, all to the back. Okay, hyper escape. God, that image right there is just so evocative of like so many memories of Star Wars, right? And I guess to a lesser extent Doctor Who. I didn't get Doctor Who until I started watching the David Tennant stuff. Docking Bay, super important card back in the day. Jawas, hated them. Rebel reinforcements, maybe retrieved from the lost. Why did it have to be Y-wings? Nobody, I don't think anybody cared about Y-wings. Omnibox, that's a high Destiny. Interesting. Ket Malus. We used to, when we were bad players, we used to play cards like Ket Malus. I would have a friend that would just like use this to make their Vader power +1, and it was like, okay, I guess it's just that much harder to deal with now. Precise attack, Tatooine. Are we coming on the last 4? No, we're not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Death Star Trooper. My god. I'm really glad that they got away from that whole deploy only on text that they had in earlier games, in earlier sets, so that later sets you could just play like, you know, Darth Maul anywhere, but -2 directly to Tatooine. Yurka Mig. Okay. That seems kind of useless. Hey, red 1. Oh man, I used to love X-Wings. But not this one. This image right here, very bad. I used to love looking at them, but like this is a pretty bad angle. Military corridor. Yeah. Oh, that seems pretty good if you're playing a Death Star deck. Death Star Sentry, one of these wild miscuts. And then what we get here? The Sandcrawler. Ooh. That's a booby rare if I've ever seen one. Like, I already hate Jawas, so like the Sandcrawler being the rare is like, pack 3. Oh my god. So you guys can't smell it, but I can. These old cards, these old Cardamundi cards, they have a certain aroma to them. It's so nostalgic. It's so nostalgic. Alright, so let's flip this over. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So that's the rare. Alright. You'll have to forgive me if I'm not the most agile with this. Not used to doing this, you know? Packs, again, like when I was a kid, I barely got to open packs. Friendly fire. Ooh! Okay, but that's like a lost interrupt and they could just lose a stormtrooper? I don't know. Actually, this could be like really good. This could be really good. I could see that being really good. But it has to be Destiny lower then, so you might lose. Alright. Hans Dice. Yay! Electro Binox. X-Wings. Oh, god. They just look so cool. They could have picked a better photo for this, but they look so cool. And this does... I wish this was from the front, but they do look so cool. The Bith Shuffle. And it's like that other card. You overestimate their chances. Remember how all the Imperials had like slight British accents? Let's see. TIE Scout. It's 2. Counter Assault 3. 4. This is the 5th one, Mos Eisley. Yeah, pretty good card actually. I'm making a Bounty Hunter deck, so I think I have this in black border though. This is a light side card? This is a light side card. If you control Force Drain +1 here and all captured characters on Death Star are released. This is the light side version. Yeah. Rykar Rajured. Alright. Smuggler skill. Deploy on any smuggler. Was smuggler skill useful? Leave a message in the comments. Limited resources. Oh, hey, like the podcast. Or there was a magic card called Limited Resources too. And what's our rare? Ah, thank the maker. What's this do? It's another booby rare, I think, right? Use 1 force during opponent's control phase if you have a droid on table and were drained of at least 5 force. Oh my god. Draw Destiny. That number of cards are randomly selected and retrieved from your lost pile. It's a lost interrupt though. What if you get 0? That's it feels bad. And you have to lose 5 force? Oh, that's so bad. That's such a bad card. We're getting bad cards. Come on, we're due. We're due. We're due. Come on, comeback of the century. Let's go. Last pack magic. I know it's not magic, but, well, Urabrask is overseeing it, so he as a praetor must help us. Hey! One of our uncommons is Jack Porkins. You see that? That's our boy right there, Jack Porkins. Lucas's fat joke. But then he also, like, named his kid after that guy, so who knows. Ooh, miscut rare. Alright, so all those to the back. Okay, narrow escape. Blaster rifle. Let me make sure this is properly focused. Restraining bolt. Okay. Y-wings. Hey! And rebel trooper. You know what? I don't think these should have been nearly as competent as the stormtroopers. Like, I feel like the stormtroopers, just from wearing plastoid armor, should have had better stats, but also, like, they needed to have that they needed to have that duality. Also, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a huge cut line right down the middle of that stormtrooper. Look at that. It's a roller line, sorry, not a cut line. Try to get it on film, yeah, or on camera. Massive cut line, or roller line. Alright, so 1, 2. Oh, there it is again. This whole sheet must have got cut, like rolled on like that. 3. Benis Keg. That's the pilot one, right? 4. This is the last comment. Jack. That's right. You should be expecting Jack. And then Maman Nadan. I used to think he was good because his ability was 3. That's wrong. Especially if like your opponent just had none of these things. No Banthas, Dewbacks, Wampas, Rancors, Bubos, or Dragon Snakes, so... Uher? The Central Core. To control, wrong turn and retract the bridge deploy for free, alright. And if you control Force Drain +1 here, Death Star Tractor Beam is cancelled. Neato. And our rare is... The circle is now complete. This is the duel card. Alright, if Vader and Obi-Wan are at the same site, use 1 force to initiate a duel between them. Either Jedi is power +2 if they have a lightsaber, loser of battle is out of play, and he, the same persona, may not be deployed for the rest of the game. Okay. Interesting. I know I had this in foil, and it was in one of my decks, but like, with how the game has changed so much since then, I don't think this card matters. You may have a Vader in your deck and your opponent may not even have an Obi-Wan, so it's just a dead card. And you kind of want to like get away from playing dead cards. But, alright. That was 4, I'm gonna call them crap packs. They were not great. The only card that I was really happy to see aside from our boy Boba Fett is this Bantha droid. And Jack Porkins, who, like, of course, you have to, if you're not happy to see Jack Porkins, please leave. But yeah, this Bantha droid though, oh man, what a good card. I like this thing. Alright, well, I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you like what you saw, you know, if you enjoy my company, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord, link in the description, where you can catch me, you know, vibing out, playing video games every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. Occasionally we do open some of this on there. I'm still sitting on some sealed product, but I want to save it for a rainy day. So yeah, thanks for joining me today, guys. Have a good evening.